Hello, dear viewer. Thank you for joining me. I was actually doing some of my daily pick-a-card readings. Look at this. And the most interesting cards are flipping out. So I feel led to do a reading on our politics right now. So we get the Star card, the Hope card. I think Spirit's saying, be hopeful, be hopeful. Oh, I love it. Okay. But what was popping out was the Emperor card, the Tower, and then the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups, a lot of times I've seen as Americans celebrating who have been very concerned about this administration because there's progress in, you know, getting them out perhaps, or limiting their power or what have you. So I think I should do a reading. And plus we get the Hope card. So I feel like Spirit is saying there's something to know here. Right away when I saw the Emperor, I thought, you know, that's our system of rules and laws. That's what's right versus what's wrong. That's enforcing rules and laws. The Emperor, he enforces. He can be quite disapproving. He can be lovingly protective. Always for the greater good. So there's a Tower. Okay, Spirit, so what is that Tower? We're in a Tower moment largely, right? After the Ukraine call and the whistleblower and impeachment inquiry officially beginning. So we're in all that, but there's something else. All right, Spirit, so please give us information about that. In the heart of the matter, we have the Six of Coins. Ooh, money. It's about money. And that is a quid pro quo. There is so much more to be learned. It's not just the Ukraine call. There are all those other calls that are on that a top secret server. And this tells me that the House committees will get it. And there's something with money. Like if this wasn't foul enough, it basically extorting a foreign leader for dirt on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, or to at least create some or start investigating, even though there was already determined no need to investigate. Or else it was suggested they wouldn't get the military aid. They need, yes, but I need a favor from you though, Trump said. And then he talked about this. If that wasn't bad enough, wow. There's more about him using his presidency to flagrantly further his own financial interests. There's got to be something. There's something about him promising something on behalf of the U.S. government. I don't know if that's military aid. I don't know if that's financial assistance in exchange for, something that would further his business interests. Wow, perhaps something with hotels. Oh my gosh. It's in there. It's in there. It's in there. So there's a Tower, meaning there's something that people are starting to catch on to right now about this. Another whistleblower, perhaps. Yeah, I saw that, though. Okay, we do have Kurt Volker testifying tomorrow in front of Congress, at least a certain committee or committees. I think more than, members of more than one committee are invited. So, and it's behind closed doors. So I wonder if he's got the information about that. But in any case, or at least the trail of it, like this is where you find it, there's something, you guys. And it's a Tower moment, so that means it's happening here and now. Yeah, I think it's really, really egregious. What's the challenge? Three of Wands. Watching and waiting. That will be our challenge, right? That will be our challenge, of course. It is always extremely challenging to watch and wait. Oh, for goodness sakes, it feels like that's all we've been doing. But this person has invested a lot. And, like everybody who went out and voted and made sure the House went blue, so these investigations could begin. and all of the work that has been put into it already, this will pay off. I mean, the ship is coming in. Don't fret. No wonder the Hope card. It's all fitting together. Okay, so underneath it all then, we have the Chariot. Right, because we're in this place where, well, it's going to move forward. We know that the impeachment inquiry is going to move forward. We don't know which direction it's going to go in right now, do we? I mean, will it be effective? How much effect will it have, you know? Or will it not have a lot of effect, which is what we worry about. And I feel like the Hope card is telling us, don't worry, please don't worry about that. Okay, so in the past, whoops, I've got 2, and I feel like I should take 2. Oh, and what a 2 they are. We have the Empress and the Fool card. Okay, so we've been not only pregnant with a great possibility of learning a lot from this administration as corruption is exposed, and getting our new beginning. This is a new beginning. So there is something new. There is something new with this impeachment inquiry. The new beginning beckons. It's like the Empress has given birth to the Fool. You know, that's good. So that means if we're starting to feel jaded, we need to be hopeful. But then again, you know, I was also thinking this morning and remembering what I've been hearing from Spirit, which is the value of this presidency is in all the corruption that exposes, is in all of the, the corruption that has made our government much less effective in serving its people and in dealing with really large troubles like climate change. So this is important. And the more corruption that's exposed, the better. So that, you know, so Spirit's kind of telling me that's the goal. The goal, that's been the goal all along. Bring out this truth, bring out these realities so they can be addressed. And now we get stuck on, we want Trump out. We want him out yesterday. He scares us. You know, he says scary things all of the time. And Spirit is always saying, don't worry, you will be okay. He's not going to be allowed to do that. But yeah, like, you know, when he makes us worry that he's the next Hitler and stuff. But what is going to happen is a lot of truth will be exposed, and that will be for the greater good, for a better future. The 6 of Swords we always get. Okay. So above it all, we have the Ace of Coins. Yeah, he accepted money. He accepted money or something that was financially valuable. And I feel like this is different than he already was asking for something that was valuable with getting getting sort of opposition research or interference to help his campaign from the Ukrainians. So already he was wanting something of value. But this is something different. So this news that will be coming out is something different. It's about money. It's about him receiving money. And it's about him receiving something that's financially valuable to him in exchange for promising something from our government. Wow. I'm just going to say it like that because that's the way I get it. In the immediate future, we have the 7 of Coins. 7 of Coins. We've been seeing that a lot, haven't we, in the last few days? It's sort of like that's, you know, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. He's not secure enough. Those who have had corrupt dealings are not secure enough. Pentacles can be security. But this, to me, may also reflect how he's never felt like he's had enough. He always wants more. I'm going to clarify that. Yeah. And maybe we'll go on to do the rest, the add-on to the Celtic cross, and maybe not. But I want to clarify this. The harvest is rich, but the workers, for some reason, not satisfied in this card. Maybe he's worried, maybe he's overworked, maybe he's feeling like it's not enough. Somehow preoccupied. So let's see. Three of Cups. There again, Three of Cups. Celebrate. Okay, yes, I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, so I do think there's another message in that. The first message I thought of could be as well, but I think there's another message in here for us, which is, okay, it's not going to happen right away. You know, this is immediate future, this position, as I read the Celtic cross. Others may be a little bit different with how they read the Celtic cross, but that's immediate future. So in other words, there's something, there is a Tower moment. It's going to be significant. We should celebrate. It's not yet enough maybe to get him out because he's not going to go out immediately. But we should celebrate. Because, again, I feel like Spirit is taking this opportunity to have me pass on to you the purpose of this presidency. So even though it's uncomfortable, we sure are getting a lot out of it. I mean, I think about the whistleblower. You know, now Americans should know about that statute. They should know it's a federally protected role. So, and that's come out of this. I mean, there's been a lot that's come out. A lot of things about campaign financing have come out. And sort of dirty dealings, too, just in politics in general. At the root of the matter, we have the Four of Cups. So there's more dissatisfaction. These are two cards of dissatisfaction. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay. And they're both kind of like the person has a lot. You know, in this case, financially or stability or security. In this case, sources of emotional fulfillment. Like in both cases, the person has quite a bit, but they're just not really satisfied. So there's something with dissatisfaction here. Okay. Justice card. You know what? I think that means that there is some sort of growing sense that we won't be satisfied until it all comes out, you know? Like I almost hear somebody from Congress or the Senate talking on television and saying just that. You know, we've gotten all these new leads and we will not stop till we get it all. You know what I mean? So, and there's the Justice card in the immediate environment. Okay, so justice, the sword of justice is really hanging over this process, demanding to be met. Hopes and fears, we have the Seven of Cups. Don't fear. That simply says don't fear, because fears are illusory. Like, for instance, this has a dragon. In another deck, it's a snake. You know, there's these things that are dreaded and terrible. You know, don't fear, because there are also positive expectations you could have, like for victory with the laurel crown, like for wealth, like for, you know, all kinds of things. So, yes, don't fear. Fear not, fear not. Okay. In the outcome, Eight of Cups. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So that is, again, we keep getting this card. And I do think, it's being that I started this reading thinking about, and we're always kind of thinking about, when is Trump going? I think this is saying, don't worry, eventually, yes, he will. And I don't know how quickly or how long it'll take, but yes, yes. And he'll leave of his own accord, kinda. It will be his only choice, but kinda. Okay, Knight of Coins. People are working on it. People are working on it on a daily basis. And there's a little bit of a delay, the Hanged Man. And we're going to be seeing things from a new perspective. That's a very powerful card. Oh, and I do think that enough is going to have to come out that a lot of the staunch Trump supporters are going to have to deal with it and look at things from another perspective. So that's it too. Okay, interesting. Let me see. I wanted to, yeah, it's like, you know, we've had, and these are cups. And remember, I keep getting the cup floweth over for, you know, there's plenty of dirt here. There's plenty of misdeeds here to impeach him on. But this is a cup. And so we're not quite satisfied. You know, we want more. We need more. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what that is. But again, I think Spirit is saying, please celebrate each and everything that comes out. You know, and don't forget to spend time and attention on it, because if it's present here, it's probably present in other areas too of our government. And we need to keep pursuing that. The Hierophant, yeah. So we're not entirely satisfied with our government. The procedures, right? The Hierophant is all about doing it by the book, by the procedure, bureaucracy, all that stuff. But when the Hierophant is working, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. I mean, it's so much. It's you know, most of us have not lived in a country where the government was defunct. But, you know, I have to be endlessly grateful for, as flawed as our government is, it is still working. So, all right. So there's a few messages there from Spirit too about the attitude we should have about all of this. So I hope you don't think I'm preaching. These things come to me. Spirit tells me these things all the time. All right. I thank you so much. I am looking forward to knowing what the Tower is, because something's coming out about DJT. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.